And welcome one and all as we get set for the Heartland Conference Baseball Championship game here today on Mother's Day. Mom, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. The Rattlers coming into this game as the 1 seed, the winners of the winners bracket, and University Arkansas Fort Smith Lions coming in through the losers bracket after dropping their first game to these number 1 seeded Rattlers in the first round. Rattlers today will have Sky Severns on the mound, one of their dominant pitchers. Sky Severns, the righty, a 3.09 ERA on the record, while being 7-0 on the seasons. Yet to lose this year is Sky Severns. Here's the first pitch to Curtis Clark in their first strike, and we are underway. Another beautiful day for baseball. A few clouds in the sky, sun shining down as the Rattlers look to advance to the regional tournament in this first game. That pitch outside, 1-1 the count. Now, should Arkansas Fort Smith win this first game, we will play another game 45 minutes after the conclusion of this first game, as it is a double elimination tournament. Severns bends that second pitch in there for strike 2. An exciting road to the championship game for these 4th-seeded Lions. Obviously the underdog story of the tournament. Severns to the plate, swung on and missed, and Curtis Clark is retired. The rest of the lineup looks like this for the Lions. Curtis Clark leading off Ben Cosma, the left fielder, hitting second. After him, Jordan May, one of the heroes for these Lions, batting third. Then Ben Smith, the designated hitter, Nick Gunn, the shortstop, Christian Allen, the first baseman, and then Austin Rawls, another one of the heroes, the catcher, batting in the 7th spot. After him, Adam Baker, the third baseman, and then Ryan Groh, who will be in at second base. Here's the first pitch to Cosma, inside and low, 1-0 the count. The Rattlers won the first game against these Lions, 2-1 the score, then advanced against Newman yesterday, winning 7-0 to be able to come in as the winners in this game. 1-1 now the count to Cosma. Severns on the windup. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing to Cosma, 2-1 now the count. The Lions, conversely, played 3 close games in order to get into this game. They lost the first game to these Rattlers 1-2, then won the second game against St. Edwards, an upset in walk-off fashion, 2-1 the final there, and then again 2-1 the final against the Newman Jets, as they also walked off in that game. St. Mary's a home team here. The Lions will be away. As we are in the 3rd day of this Heartland Conference tournament, we will have a champion named today. Swung on and missed. And it looks like that pitch was fouled off. And the count will remain at 2-2. Severns working in 3/4 sleeves today. His Rattlers wearing the blue jerseys with the white pants, the blue cap with the white front. Here's the pitch. Also fouled off. Cosma stays alive again. Defensively for these Rattlers, MP Kokonos behind the plate. A great catcher with the great arm. Actually got an opportunity to meet MP's father earlier on today. From left to right, the infield will feature Segala, then Raygoza, the Gold Glover, Mario Maldonado, the freshman, and Meagle, the first baseman. As Cosma goes down on strikes and Severns has 2 away here. In the outfield, we will have Derek Muchagimba, followed by Billy Richard, the big center fielder, and then Josh McElroy in right field. The typical starting lineup for the Rattlers. Now, Jordan May to the plate. May, as before mentioned, one of the big heroes for the Lions in this tournament, as his first pitch is inside to him, 1-0. May, with his great defense, flashed some leather in center field as he was able to prevent 2 potential runs from scoring against St. Edwards, the number 2 seed. As that pitch also inside, 2-0 now the count. May also then proceeded to have the walk-off hit against St. Edwards, as the number 2 seed were dispatched after only 2 games. Swung on and missed, 2-1 the count, as Severance looks to make quick work of the Lions here. Last game, May 0 for 4 against the Newman Jets. That pitch outside, 3-1 now the count. He did again play very well in center field, although he did commit 1 error. And in a clutch situation, he was intentionally walked, so he reached base via that way. That pitch outside corner, strike 2. Full count here, 2 away. Sky Severance looking to get off to a hot start for these Rattlers. Here's the pitch. Inside, and May will draw the walk. He'll be the first base runner for these Lions.
You don't have to put 4 balls up there.
1 on, 2 away. And now Ben Smith, the designated hitter, coming to bat. Smith 0 for 5 yesterday before he was replaced by Taylor Shady. Severance looks in. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Kokonos will go out, talk to Severance after issuing that walk. That game last night, we meant to start. We did start early, 15 minutes early. We started 6:45, as we were planning to get the game in earlier, get these guys home, get some rest. Didn't happen that way. The game ended up going 12 innings with a total of 27 men combined left on base between the Jets and the Lions. Runner going with the pitch, swung on and missed. Kokonos comes up throwing, and the throw hits May as he's in there safely. Count will be 1-1. May now in scoring position. Kokonos a good accurate throw, but May with a good jump. He's a little bit hobbled as that ball hit him in the back. He's walking it off. And we're ready to resume. Sky checks second, comes to the plate. Swung on, taken into center field. May will come around, try to score. Billy Richard coming up throwing. There will be a play at the plate, and he is out! The Rattlers cut May down at the plate. Billy Richard, a great throw. It is still 0-0. As the Rattlers coming up to bat in the bottom of the first at the start of what should be an exciting championship game. You're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Billy Richard. You're watching Rattlers Live.
Welcome back as we're ready to get underway in the bottom of the first inning here. An amazing play by Billy Richard to start off, or to end that top of the first inning, as Richard will now come to the plate. Opposing Richard and these Rattlers will be Haston Freeman, the freshman. Here's the first pitch. Outside, 1-0 the count. Freeman, the freshman, a 4.13 ERA on the year, went 3-2. Appeared in 13 total games. He actually was the winning pitcher for last night's game, as strike one thrown in there, 1-1 the count.
Yeah. That's true. That's one reason I am excited to go, but
Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted foul, and it'll be 1-2. Freeman working exclusively from the stretch. Opposing Freeman for your St. Mary's Rattlers will be Billy Richard, the center fielder. After him, Derek Muchigimba, the left fielder. MP Kokonos batting in the third spot, the catcher. And then Brandon Bates, the designated hitter, will bat fourth. After him, Esteban Regoza, the shortstop. Then Tyler Meagle, the first baseman. Ivan Segala will bat in the seventh spot as he is playing third base. McElroy batting eighth. And then Mario Maldonado, the freshman second baseman, will bat ninth. That pitch in and appeared to hit Richard, but must have caught part of his bat. Is fouled off. 1-2 the count, as Richard has successfully gotten on and scored in both of his first two games in this tournament. Swung on, this one lifted to right center field, and the catch is made, and Richard is retired. Curtis Clark over to make that play in right field.
Number 30, Derek Muchigimba.
Derek Muchigimba now coming to the plate. The Rattlers lefty batter. Is also a lefty pitcher for this Rattler team, and it is likely that should this game go to the second game, Muchigimba would be getting the ball. First pitch to Mooch. In the dirt, 1-0. In this first game between these two teams, Derek Muchigimba went 2 for 3 with one of the Rattlers' RBIs. Also has hit the only home run so far in this Heartland Conference tournament. Freeman looks in, comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-0 the count. It appears we'll have a bit of a tighter strike zone here today, as the title game will be decided. Here's the pitch. That one catches the outside corner. 2-1 the count. MP Kokonos waiting on deck. Muchigimba 2-1. Freeman to the plate. Bounces it in. 3-1 now. A bit of a tough spot for Freeman, the freshman, to be put in here. Already pitching in the Heartland Conference Championship game. As that pitch outside, and Muchigimba is on, the first base runner of the day for the Rattlers. And now MP Kokonos coming to the plate. And as opposed to the wind blowing in yesterday, it looks like we're having a slight outwind here today. You're a Kokonos fan once again yelling fire it up, as he's done every time Kokonos has come to the plate. Here's the pitch. That one flying into right field. Muchigimba digging for third. Kokonos a big turn at first. He will retreat back. It'll be runners at the corners with one away. Kokonos took the first pitch he saw. He liked it. Lined it into right field. And already the pitching coach coming out here for the Lions. Excellent swing by Kokonos there. At very first pitch, he liked it, took it right where he wanted. In this first game, actually against the Lions, he went 0 for 2, but he did walk, and he managed to pick up an RBI on a sac fly. And now it'll be up to Brandon Bates, the designated hitter, sometimes plays at first base as well. Another transfer student here for the Rattlers, as the conference on the mound is being broken up now. And we are ready to resume. Already a conference, 3 batters into the ball game.
Well, the runners at the corners. Up next for the Rattlers is number 17, Brandon Bates.
Brandon Bates now at the plate. 1 for 4 was Bates in the first meeting between these two teams. Freeman looks in at first pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Bates went 0 for 4 in the second game against Newman. They did reach on a couple errors, had 2 RBIs, and also scored 2 runs in the 7-0 effort over the Jets. That pitch hits Bates. It's Freeman a little bit wild there. And now the bases will be loaded for Esteban Regoza.
Now the bases loaded. At the plate for St. Mary's, number 11, Esteban Regoza.
Regoza, a solid tournament for him. Yesterday, 1 for 3. And then in the first meeting between these two teams, Regoza was as well 1 for 3, so 333 on the tournament for Regoza. Also, of course, excellent Gold Glove shortstop flashing the leather in the field. Bases loaded here for Regoza as we have 1 away. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0 the count. The corner infield's playing in here, anticipating possibly a squeeze. They will probably go to the plate with the ground ball. The middle infielders playing deep, looking for the double play ball. Mooch leads from third, Kokonos from second, and Bates from first. That pitch low, 2-0 now the count for Regoza, as he will look for something to drive here. Should Regoza reach, we will have Tyler Meagle, the Gold Glove first baseman, batting after him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Regoza. Big cut there. 2-1 now the count.
That's a good slider right there.
Freeman looks in.
You know what? I'm going to be very on Tyler. After you cobble him.
And he steps off. He will take his time, get the sign that he likes. Regoza at the plate. Here's the pitch. That one taken to second base. Should be 2, but it's bobbled. And the first run will come across, and Regoza is safe at first. Everybody is safe. As Dale Harpino will come out and argue the call at first base. Looked like a close play at first, as the Rattlers have struck first in this ball game. 1-0. Now the score. Bases still full now, and Tyler Meagle coming to the plate. Meagle has been struggling all year, but really seemed to have found himself in the tournament. 1 for 4 in the first game here, and against Newman he had the big hit that busted the game open with the RBI and also scored the run. 1 for 4 there as well, as Meagle looks to step up here. 1-0 the count. Freeman looking in to Meagle, comes to the plate. That pitch also low, his count is now 2-0. Reminder to you fans, the winner of this Heartland Conference tournament will win an automatic bid into the regional tournament. The rest of the teams will be selected today. Meagle lifts that ball foul and out of play. 2-1, 1 away. An already crucial error by the Lions, as they got what they wanted, a possible double play baseball uncharacteristic of this Lions team. Usually so good in the field. As Meagle will step out of the box, adjust his helmet. Waiting on deck after Meagle will be Ivan Segala. Freeman looks in, comes to the plate. That pitch ripped to short. This looks like a double play ball. 6-4-3 as the Rattlers get out of the inning with only 1 run. 1 run scored on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. As the Rattlers lead 1-0 after the first inning, and you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is MP Kokonos, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, fans, as we're ready to start the top of the second inning. The Rattlers on top 1-0 here in this championship ball game. Nick Gum, the shortstop, will lead off for the Lions. Following him, Christian Allen and Austin Rawls. Check swing, and excuse me, back to Severance. He'll tap it over to first, and 1 away here on 1 pitch. Christian Allen, the first baseman, now coming to the plate. Christian Allen in this first game against these Rattlers was the designated hitter. Went 1 for 4 there as that pitch called strike 1. In the last game against Newman, Christian Allen went 0 for 4 and was replaced by Gordon Miller towards the 9th inning. That pitch inside over his shoestrings. 1-1 now the count. Sky Severance from the windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted into center field. This will be a base hit as Christian Allen is on first with 1 away here. And now Austin Rawls, the senior catcher, coming to the plate. Rawls with both of the RBIs last night for the Lions, as the Lions won in walk-off fashion again against the Newman Jets. Rawls a combined 2 for 6 in that game. Allen leads from first. He has pretty good speed there. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and a deep pop-up to center field. Billy Richards settles under it, and Rawls is retired. 2 away now. Adam Baker, the third baseman, now coming to the plate.
Now batting for Arkansas Fort Smith 22, Adam Baker.
Baker 0 for 3 yesterday against the Jets, as he looks to keep this inning alive. 0 for 3 also against Carl O'Neill and these Rattlers in the first game. Severance to the plate. Off speed, outside, 1-0 the count. Severance looking in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and the count is now even at 1.
If I was in the crowd, I'd be like, oh.
Severance. Check over to first. Back in time is Christian Allen.
Probably a vacation in Missouri.
That's Adam Baker looking to keep this inning alive. That pitch swung on. It'll be Ragoza going to second in time, and the side is retired. One left on base as the Lions end up picking up a hit but doing nothing with it. 1-0 still the score for the Rattlers as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Charlie Meagle, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we're ready to get underway here in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Ivan Segala, followed by Josh McElroy and Mario Maldonado.
Kill the music.
A bit of a music delay here as we are ready now to get underway.
He didn't tell us that he did. He didn't know I thought the music was in that.
Segala at the plate. Freeman with the pitch. Segala shows bunt, pulls back, called strike one.
Woo! Go Joe!
Our own David Tovar
The new fashion consultant.
with the
Says Joe looks great.
thank you, David. So that pitch bent in there inside, 1-1 the count. Our own David Tovar forgetting to kill the music there. So he was wasting away again in Margaritaville. Looking forward to the summer is our David Tovar. That pitch. And Segala goes around. 1-2 now the count. Freeman to the plate. That pitch inside. 2-2 now the count. Again, a beautiful day for a day game at the ballpark. The breezes have been nice all week, or this whole weekend I should say, as that pitch fouled off into the on-deck circle. McElroy nabs it and tosses it into the dugout. 2-2 the count as Segala tries to work his way back. That pitch swung on, fouled off into the Rattlers dugout. Everyone okay? Segala hanging in there. Infielders playing no doubles here for the Lions, hugging the lines. The entire outfield playing somewhat shallow, really shallow in right field, as that pitch goes right underneath the chin. A bow tie pitch, if you will. 3-2 now the count. Somewhat deep into left field, straight on center. Playing somewhat shallow, the rest of the outfield playing deep. Here's the pitch. Segala chops it to third. Taking on a bounce, but bobbled. Throw over to first, not in time. As again, another uncharacteristic fielding mistake by the Lions. Adam Baker there with the air. And now a runner on first. And Josh McElroy coming to the plate. Josh McElroy for most of the year has been the number 2 hitter for the Rattlers. But now Muchagimba batting second. McElroy may be showing bunt here with Mario Maldonado due up next. Bunt shown by McElroy as he pulls back but still fouls it off. 0-1 the count. Reminder, the Rattlers are the home team despite wearing the colors here. The Lions, the away team, wearing the whites with the blue sleeves. Freeman checks first, comes to the plate. Bunt shown, pulled back, 1-1 the count. McElroy this entire year has been an excellent bunter. One of all the players that have bought into Charlie Meagle's system of doing all the things, the little things, better than everyone else. As that bunt is not laid down, foul. And the count now 1-2 for McElroy. McElroy steps out the box, gets the sign from Meagle.
Yes. Oh, off of the St. Mary's? It's not a hit.
Here's the pitch from Freeman. Just outside, 2-2 now the count. As the Rattlers with their leadoff man on, 2-2 the count. Check over to first on Segala, he's back standing up. It's McElroy looking to advance him over with a hit.
Pitchers 1, catcher 2, 3, 4, 5, shortstop 6, 7, 8, 9.
Here's the pitch. McElroy spoils that pitch, fouls it off. As the count will remain at 2-2.
Guess where I went? No, I went to fifth in the lock.
Long at bat here for McElroy. Freeman taking his time. Here's the pitch. Off speed, high and inside. As the count is now full for McElroy. Good job by McElroy battling back from a 1-2 count to make the count full. As now Freeman will have to locate his pitches. Segala leads from first. He's going. That pitch, strike 3 called, but Segala is in safe, stealing at second. And now the freshman, Mario Maldonado, will come to the plate. Maldonado, we joke around saying when he's batting with no one on base, he's just Mario, but when he comes to the plate with someone in scoring position, then he becomes Super Mario, as he had that RBI triple in the game yesterday against the Newman Jets. Segala leads from second. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called.
I'm straight ahead. I'm straight ahead. I have to drive.
Mario Maldonado 1 for 3 yesterday. The only hit that triple, but he did come around to score 2 runs. As that pitch fouled off, and it's quickly 0-2. After Maldonado will be the top of the order with Billy Richard. Maldonado, the freshman who was recruited to pitch out of Laredo, Texas, had a shot at making the rotation, but a slight injury pushed him back. But his fielding was so valuable that he was able to take a spot at second base. This pitch popped up to center. Jordan May handles it, throws over to third, as Segala will stay put at second. And now the center fielder, Billy Richard, will come to the plate.
Back at the top of the order, approaching the plate, 23, Billy Richard.
Billy Richard, 8 home runs this season out of that #1 spot, and 31 RBIs, which is just a bonus for the leadoff man. As Segala leads from second. Freeman checks him, steps off, and Segala will retreat back to the bat. Richard, 366 on the season, led the conference in runs scored with 56 out of 183 plate appearances. That's a little bit under a third. So that first pitch is dealt as a strike to Richard.
You know, go on camping trips, maybe team bonding exercise.
Richard also walks a lot for this Rattler team, 29 on the year, second only to Tyler Meagle with 36. Segala bluffs toward third, but he'll retreat now back to second. That pitch outside, 1-1 the count. Richard 1 for 4 yesterday against Newman, scored the 1 run. Also already the fielding gem this game, as he was able to gun down the Lions in the first. He rips this one into left field. This one will get down. Segala coming around third. He will score as the ball is bobbled. Richard heading towards second. He'll be in there sliding as the Rattlers now lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. And the fans here are loving it.
Hit and an error?
We'll see if they rule that one a single or a double. There was a bobble out in left field. We'll see what they do. As a conference now between Rawls and Freeman. As now Derek Muchigimba, the left fielder, will come to the field. The little Mooch.
I was like, wait, bro. What you're saying? Hair? No, it's a hit. We gave it. You gave him the double?
So that one ruled a double. Derek Muchigimba lifts this one deep right field, but it will die down as the side is retired, but not before the Rattlers strike for another run. Billy Richard, the RBI double, it's being scored as the Rattlers lead now 2-0. So you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Tony Morano, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we are ready here for leading off the third inning. Ryan Groh, the leadoff man, showing bunt. Is that first pitch a strike? Sky Severn so far has worked 2 scoreless innings, while his Rattlers scored 1 run in both of their first 2 innings and lead now by a score of 2-0. Here's the pitch. Groh chops this one to short. Raygoza with the backhand throw over to first. Meagle with the stretch in time as the first out is recorded. Curtis Clark, the top of the order, now coming to bat, the right fielder, struck out in his first at-bat.
Back at the top of the order for the Lions is number 5, Curtis Clark.
Ben Cosma, the left fielder, will follow. So that first pitch inside. 1-0 the count. Rattlers so far solid defensively, yet to commit an error, while the Lions have committed 2. That pitch in there, strike 1, 1-1 now the count.
He played 20 hours pro skater. 1, 2, 3, and then thug. The first one.
Here's the pitch. Did he go around? The appeal down to first. He did not. 2-1 the count. Reminder, Rattler fans, if you want, you can check out our website. We have an article on there by our own Robin Johnson as that pitch outside, 3-1 now the count, along with live statistics to look at from this game as well. And that website, rattlerathletics.com. That pitch lifted foul and out of play down the first base side, and the count now goes full for Curtis Clark. Sky Severns from the windup. Here's the pitch. This ball lifted into right field, shallow right. Giving chase is McElroy with the diving grab. Maldonado and Meagle are also out there, but McElroy took charge as the second out is recorded. Great play there by McElroy. That ball almost fell in for a bloop single, but 2 away now, and Ben Cosma, the number 2 batter, coming to the plate. Severns looks in. Here's the pitch. High and tight, ball 1.
I tried to do a flip. Or him be running blood everywhere. I'm not doing it anymore.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Cosma, and the count now even at 1 apiece.
I never did a flip before in my first try.
The first time I tried.
The second great play by the Rattlers defensively so far today. First coming in the bottom of the first by Richard, top of the first by Richard, as that pitch fouled out of play down the third base side, and the count now 1-2 as the Rattlers look to complete the quick inning. Scott Slusher, the backup catcher, runs some more balls out to the home plate umpire
But I can't do like a flip. My best friend can do a flip.
as Severns toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Chopped. Ragosa charging. He's going to have a close play at first. A throw in time as the Rattlers complete the 1-2-3 inning. Still lead by a score of 2-0 as we're heading to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
They're right back next.
This is Carl Neal, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
Go ahead, here's this guy right here.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we're ready to get underway here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. MP Kokonos, the catcher, leading off here. He'll be followed by Brandon Bates, and then Esteban Regosa after him.
Rayosa. Rayosa.
Here's the pitch to Kokonos. Low, 1-0. Kokonos steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. High, inside. 2-0, now the count. Here's the pitch. And Kokonos pulls this one to short. In time to first, as Kokonos is retired.
One away.
He is retired.
Oh my, so sorry.
That pitch on the outside part of the plate, Kokonos tried to pull it, produced the bouncer to short. It's now Brandon Bates
Coming next
comes into the plate.
Number 17, Brandon Bates.
Hey, what?
Oh, Brandon.
What?
Get the shit out.
Freeman from the set. Here's the pitch. High, 1-0 to Bates.
This game's gonna be over quick. You think so? No, don't say oh. That's the first thing you should ever say. You just jinxed it. We'll be here till 5. I said that last night.
Here's the pitch. This ball lifted to right field. And the catch is made by Curtis Clark as Bates is retired. And now Esteban Ragoza, the shortstop, coming to the plate. Ragoza, those two great plays in the top of the third as he helped the Rattlers work a 1-2-3 inning. Along with the great play by Josh McElroy in right field. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1 to Ragoza.
For college, no, I don't think so.
That's another sport that doesn't get televised now.
I think they're in. Yes, it does.
Mine is the Olympics.
They're in the track and field, like only like.
Ragoza 0 for 1 on the day, although he did pick up an RBI as he lifts this one into shallow right center field. Clark makes the call, makes the catch, and the Rattlers go 1-2-3 for the first time today. As this inning is over, we're heading to the fourth. 2-0, still the score, as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
2012.
This is Jonathan Perez, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
15, Jordan.
Welcome back, fans, as we are here starting the top of the fourth inning. About an hour into this ball game. That first pitch thrown in there for striking one by Sky Severns. Jordan May leading off here. He'll be followed by Ben Smith and then Nick Gum as May takes this pitch foul down the right field line and just out of play as it almost hit a fan who rolled out of the way. 0-2 now the count to May.
good foul ball there. That's a good looking foul ball going right side.
Oh, and 2 here. None away, May at the plate. As Severns comes to the plate. Swing and a miss by May. He goes down on strikes. 1 away now.
Everybody down. This is proud. I can jump on the
Now Ben Smith coming to the plate.
1 away. Up next for the Lions is number 6.
Smith, 1 hit on the day. One of the 2 hits for the Lions so far off of Severns. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0 the count. Severns, very good command so far as he's looked sharp. Here's the pitch. Just outside again, 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Catches the inside corner. 2-1 now the count. With 1 away. Base is empty. The outfield playing deep. That pitch chopped to third. Segala takes it on 2 hops. The throw over to first. Gets away from Meagle as it's over his head. And Smith will be at second as the Rattlers commit their first error.
I mean, we have so many up here now, I don't even know.
Yours is the empty can.
1 away. A runner on second. Ben Smith as Nick Gum now coming to the plate. And the Lions looking to capitalize.
No.
Sky Severns now working from the stretch.
A runner on second at the plate, number 4.
And here's the pitch. That pitch grounded to third. Foul ball called.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Can you do the broadcasting with them in here? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear all what you guys are saying. 0-1 the count. 1 away here.
No, that one was yours. This one right here? That's yours.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Severns looks in.
This coat is not mine.
Here's the pitch.
The water's mine.
Check swing as it gets away from Kokonos. Strike 2 called. As Ben Smith advances up to third base. With 1 away here. And the Lions 90 feet away from their first run of the game. 0-2 the count to Gum. So here's the pitch. High outside, 1-2 now the count. Smith on third, the air on Segala. Here's the pitch. 2-2 now. Sky Severns steps off, now back on the rubber. He looks in for a sign from Kokonos. And here's the pitch. Fouled off. The count remains at 2-2.
Okay, I don't, you know, I'm with you on your kid. How do you go quick?
Rattlers leading this game 2-0 as we're playing in the 4th inning.
No, but I'm also a sweetheart, so it's okay.
As that pitch chopped to Segala, he almost supplied the tag. Throw over to first in time. 2 away here as Ben Smith was almost caught off the bag.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, I was watching that.
2 away here. A runner leading from second is Ben Smith. Christian Allen, the first baseman, now coming to the plate.
At the plate, number 3, Christian Allen.
Allen reached base in his first at bat. Tried to come around and score, but the excellent throw by Richard had him retired. That pitch high and outside, 1-0 the count.
Well, I was like number 1 in the nation and everything. Like, I was 8.
Where are you?
Yeah.
When I was 1 nation.
Huh?
Smith leads from third. That pitch catches the outside corner. 1-1 the count.
Yugoslavia. The state of Arkansas.
Severns looks in. Has his pitch.
Well, Texas
Here comes. Chopped foul down the first baseline. So it'll go into right field.
Well, no, I know.
One of the trainers for the Lions will go to retrieve it. 1-2 the count, 2 away. Sky Severns trying to work around an error by Ivan Segala. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted into left center field. Muchigimba over, makes the catch. As no runs scored, 1 left on base on the 1 error. 2-0 still the score as we head to the bottom of the 4th. And you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Billy Richard. You're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we are ready to resume here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Tyler Meagle, the Gold Glove first baseman, will lead us off. After Meagle, we will have Segala and McElroy. So Rattlers lead this championship game 2-0 at first pitch in there for strike 1 by the freshman Freeman. Here's the pitch. Outside corner. 0-2 the count. So you can hear most of the crowd disagreeing with that call. Meagle as well not happy as he finds himself down 0-2 in the count. Here's the pitch. Meagle chops this one foul as he stays alive at 0-2, spoiling that pitch. Freeman allowing 2 runs so far on 3 hits by the Rattlers. The 2 errors behind him though, as Meagle just rips that one over the shortstop Nick Gumb's head as he's on with an RBI single, a big turn at first, as now Ivan Segala will come to the plate. Segala is able to reach on a single last time up and came around to score a run for the Rattlers in this game that they lead 2-0.
I'm telling you, after I let myself.
Quick conference between Rawls and Freeman at the mound. Freeman, the winning pitcher yesterday in that 12-inning marathon between the Lions and the Jets. As you now hear, fired up for Ivan Segala. And we'll see if he is bunting here. He shows bunt, lays it down, but pushes it too far down the first baseline. 0-1 the count for Segala. Not very often that we see the Rattlers fail to execute a bunt. McElroy was unable to do it in the 2nd inning. Segala, however, was able to steal second base, so regardless, he was able to get into second scoring position. Check over to first on Meagle. Throw gets away as Meagle will trot down to second. He's turning and heading for third. It's going to be a close play as Meagle is in there sliding. Gum cuts off the throw. Great speed there by Meagle. As now Sagala will bat with Meagle at third base. 0-1 the count. Now all Sagala needs is a sacrifice fly in order to score. Meagle a base hit, and the Rattlers could be in for a big inning. Josh McElroy, the right fielder, waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Sagala lifts this one high and out of play down the first base side. 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Sagala pokes this one to second base, checks over to third as he is retired. And Meagle stays at the bag. A good play there for the Lions. Crow making that play look easy, checking over to third on Meagle, making a throw over to Allen. It's now Josh McElroy, the right fielder, will bat. Lions infield playing in. They will try to prevent the run. We did see a squeeze play out of the Rattlers yesterday, but it doesn't appear the squeeze is on today. That first pitch bounces in the dirt. Ball one. 1-0 the count as the Rattlers look to add to their 2-1 lead. Freeman working from the stretch. Checks over to third. Here's the pitch. McElroy showing bunt, but he waves weakly at it. 1-1 the count with one away. Meagle looking as if he was ready to break for the bag. Excellent speed for Meagle at third, as we saw from him digging for third on that wild throw over. The third error of the game already for great fielding Lions team. That pitch bounces in. Rawls, the senior, blocks it. The count now 2-1 for McElroy as Mario Maldonado waits on deck.
Isn't it harder to be alone?
Freeman comes set. Here's the pitch. That pitch chopped toward short. Meagle coming home. He will score as McElroy is able to plate the third run of the ball game for the Rattlers. 3-0. Now the score. Now Mario Maldonado will bat with 2 away and the base is empty.
With 2 away, now batting in the 9th spot, 21, Mario Maldonado.
Freeman comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike one called.
My projected lineup from what I know, I would go with Galindo, Mo. Who else do we have? Well, Jack's a 2er. So, the 3 would probably be...
This pitch swung on and missed. 0-2 now the count. Maldonado 0 for 1 in the ball game today. Freeman looks in. Freshman to freshman here. Outside. 1-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. 2-2 the count. 2 away. Maldonado steps out, just his gloves. He tries to battle back in this count, keep the inning alive for Billy Richard. Here's the pitch. Swung on, taken up the middle. Freeman has it. Underhand toss to first. Almost pulls Allen off the bag, but the out is made. And the Rattlers lead now 3-0 as we're heading to the top of the 5th in this Heartland Conference Championship game. And you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Billy Richard. You're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, fans, as we get going here in the top of the 5th inning. The St. Mary's Rattler leading this championship contest by a score of 3-0. Austin Rawls, the catcher, digs in, and that first pitch inside, 1-0 the count. Severns has held the Lions scoreless through 4 innings. As that pitch bends in there, 1-1 now the count. Rawls again, the hero last night for the Lions, the walk-off hit in the bottom of the 12th inning that allowed them to advance to this championship game. As that pitch fouled off, 1-2 the count, as Rawls looks to lead his Lions back into this game.
And then I got a smart girl from Howard.
1-2 the count. Sky Severns from the windup. Swing and a miss by Rawls. He goes down swinging as the first batter is retired. And now it will be Adam Baker, the third baseman, coming to the plate. After Baker will be Grow 789 for this inning.
I liked Rebecca, but she couldn't handle the tempo.
Severns with the pitch, off speed. The curveball drops in there, 0-1 the count.
She couldn't shoot under.
The Rattlers looking very much like the number 2 team in the nation. That pitch outside, 1-1 the count. The Rattlers, of course, ranked as high as 1st in the nation. As that pitch just inside, 1-2 the count, 2-1 the count, beg your pardon, with 1 away here. As here's the pitch, inside again, 3-1 now from Sky Severns.
What did contribute to that win?
New players.
As here's the pitch, ball 4, and Adam Baker has drawn himself a walk. Ryan Grow, the second baseman, now will come to the plate. Grow, earlier in the game, committed an error that allowed a run to score for the Rattlers. That on a Ragoza ground ball that could have produced a double play. 0 for 1 today at the plate. Here's the pitch. Just inside and low, 1-0 the count. As now Chris Ermis, the pitching coach, will come and talk it over with Sky Severns. You saw Ermis earlier in this tournament talk to Carl O'Neill and motivate him to his performance. O'Neill early in his game was struggling, letting men on base with walks. Looks like a much more friendly conversation now with Severns. allows him to catch his breath. 1-0 the count as Kokonos will come back to the mound, come back to behind the plate, I should say. Severns toes the rubber, working from the stretch. Baker on first. Check over to first on Baker. Meal returns the ball to Severns. Baker out to a nice size lead. Here's the pitch. Strike one. 1-1 now the count with one away. As Severns will try to produce the double play ground ball. Check back over to first. Close play, but Baker dives back head first in time. Here's the pitch. That pitch lifted into center field. Richard over, settles under it, and makes the catch. Baker retreats back to first base. As Curtis Clark, the leadoff man and the right fielder, will now come to bat.
2 away, and back at the top of the order, number 5, Curtis Clark.
Baker's still on first after working that one-out single. Severns trying to work his way around it. Comes to the plate. Ball one. Just a bit low there. Should Clark reach, then it would be Ben Cosma, the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Just outside. 2-0 now the count. Clark 0 for 2 so far in the ball game, and he has struck out. Severns checks over to first. Baker back in time. 2-0 the count, 2 away. As we play in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. High. As the count is now 3-0 for Severns. Let's see if Clark is swinging away here. He shows bunt, but that pitch inside, and Clark has worked himself a 4-pitch walk. And now Ben Cosma, the left fielder, will come to bat. Ben Cosma 0 for 2 on the ball game, as he is also struck out. Cosma batting .250 on the year with 3 triples to tie for the team lead. Also 17 RBIs. So he will now step in and try to spark the Lions. Severns to the plate, high and tight. And he has been off on his last 5 pitches now. Kokonos comes out, trying to calm him down, pats him on the back. Hands him the ball. And we are ready to resume play here. Once again, just a beautiful day here on this Sunday. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And we are at Sullivan Field here at the University of the Incarnate Word. Off speed there, swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Severns ready. Cosma steps out, now back in. Check second. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. And now Severns 1 strike away from ending this inning. Cosma again steps out. Severns ready. Severns comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike three swinging as Cosmo goes down. Severns ends the inning. The Rattlers lead still 3-0 as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Charlie Migo, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we get ready to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Billy Richard, the center fielder, first up here. So that first pitch bounces away from Rawls. He finally corrals it. 1-0 the count. After Richard will be Derek Muchigimba, the left fielder. And then MP Kokonos, the catcher. That pitch just inside. 2-0 now the count. The Rattlers looking to add to their already 3-0 lead. They are the home team here. We are playing the bottom of the 5th. That pitch lifted shallow center field. Nick Gum, the shortstop, out there, making the call, making the catch. That's the first out of the inning. Muchigimba now coming to the plate. 0 for 1 so far today. He has walked and come around to score a run. The lefty batter for the Rattlers.
At the plate,
Muchigimba steps in as here's the pitch. Outside and high. 1-0. It's Muchigimba earlier today just missed taking another one out of the park as he rips this one to second base. Play made by Groh onto Allen, and 2 away here. And now MP Kokonos coming to the plate.
2 away. Now batting, third in the lineup, number 19, MP Kokonos.
Should Kokonos reach, then we would see the designated hitter Brandon Bates. Kokonos 1 for 2 today as he looks to lead these Rattlers out of this game with a Heartland Conference title. 1-0 the count. That pitch outside. Here's the pitch from Freeman. Pins in there. Strike 1. Freeman comes set. Here's the pitch. Inside corner called. Strike 2. And Kokonos quickly finds himself down 0-2 in the count. Freeman looks in, comes to the plate. It's in the dirt. 2-2 now the count with 2 away.
He wonders why
Kokonos, the great pickup transfer student for the Rattlers this year. His first 2 swings as a Rattler, 2 home runs. That pitch, a high chopper to short. Gum with the throw over to first in time to Allen as the Rattlers go 1-2-3. We're heading to the top of the 6th. Rattlers lead 3-0 as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Carl Neal, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we get going here in the 6th inning. Rattlers leading by a score of 3-0. Sky Severn still on the mound, as it'll be number 15, Jordan May, leading off here for the Lions. After him, we'll see Ben Smith and Nick Gum, the shortstop. Severns from the windup, starts him off speed, Ben's in there, strike 1 called. Severns a little bit rough last inning, able to work around it. Still has only allowed 2 hits to these Lions. That pitch just a little low, 1-1 now the count.
I'll explain. Silky smooth. Great jump.
Severns from the windup. Did he go around? Home plate umpire says yes. 1-2 the count. May steps out. He is now ready to come back in. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. 2-2 the count. May 0 for 1 today. He was able to reach on a walk. Struck out in that first at bat. 2-2, none away. Severns to the plate. Outside as the count has run full. May, after that walk-off hit, has gone 0 for 5 with 2 walks. Here's the pitch. Lifted high, out of play. Meagle over, slides in, and he does not make the catch. So he slid into the fence there. Gets up just fine. And we will do 3-2 again. We've already seen Meagle make some amazing grabs over near that foul first base side. The picture on our Facebook page, he actually didn't make the catch, but that excellent photo taken by Mr. Morano. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. That pitch chopped away by May, and the count remains at 3-2. Here's the pitch from Severn. May swings and misses as he is retired. Severn's full May there, as he is the first out of the inning. Do you know what it is so I can advertise it? Can you write it down for me?
Next, number 6, Ben Smith.
Ben Smith now coming to the plate, the designated hitter, as Severns bends that first pitch in there for strike one. Smith 1 for 2 here today. Severns from the windup. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed by Smith. 0-2 the count, 1 away. Severns with the pitch, trying to make quick work of Smith. That ball gets caught up in the net, and Smith stays alive. 0-2 still the count. Severns from the windup. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back, as Smith once again stays alive. Severns toes the rubber after using the rosin bag. That pitch lifted towards center field. Billy Richard tracking it, and he makes the grab. 2 away here for Sky Severns, as Nick Gum now coming to the plate.
2 away.
Remind you, Rattler fans, you can follow us at Facebook at St. Mary's Rattlers, Twitter, St. Mary's Rattlers, all one word, at St. Mary's Rattlers, and at RattlerAthletics.com, where you can check out Talking Rattlers featuring Chad Peters and David Tovar. At first pitch, outside, 1-0 the count, as Severns looks to make quick work of the Lions this inning. Pitch outside, 2-0 now the count. Here's the pitch. That pitch popped way up high. Ragosa calling for it, and he's got it. 1, 2, 3 go the Lions. It'll be Bates, Ragosa, and Meagle due up for the Rattlers. They lead 3-0 here in the Heartland Conference Championship game. You're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
Heartland Conference.
This is Jonathan Perez, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we are getting underway here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, designated hitter Brandon Bates. After him will be Tyler Meagle, and then Ivan Segala, the third baseman, to follow. At first pitch, low and outside, 1-0 the count.
No, he's not. That's right. That's not
Scary.
He graduated. He's a doctor.
You are watching the Heartland Conference Championship Baseball game here on Rattlers Live. That pitch fouled out of play, 1-1 the count. The graduation for St. Mary's was yesterday. Congratulations to all the seniors who graduated. As we go on to the tournament here today, David Tovar says congratulations to his brother Raul Tovar, as that pitch catches the outside corner, 1-2 the count. Also, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Mom, happy Mother's Day to you. Look forward to seeing you later on tonight. Aww. Here's the pitch. Bouncer from Bates over to first as Grove makes that play.
Okay.
And Bates is retired. Now Regoza will come to the plate.
The plate is the shortstop, number 11, Esteban Regoza.
Also, talking to manager Charlie Meagle earlier today, Mom, he says, happy Mother's Day to you and to all the mothers out there. He hopes you have a great day. Here's the pitch. Strike one called to Segala. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Major League Baseball, I believe, doing the pink bats once again this year, as the count is now 1-1.
So tell them, okay? I'll leave this here. I'll leave this here until...
That's your favorite part.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Regoza. Count now 1-2.
I'll leave this here, okay? All right, sounds good. I'll pick it up just before the game's over.
Freeman, the freshman, very good outing for these Lions. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. The drop, third strike. Throw over to first in time as Regoza is retired. Now we will see Tyler Meagle, the first baseman, come to the plate. Meagle possibly working on a Heartland Conference All-Tournament team selection. 1 for 2 today. He scored a run. Very solid for this Rattlers team. Here's the pitch. Strike one called. Meagle now 3 for 10 in the tournament, batting .300. Remember, if you would like to suggest to us who you think should be on this all Heartland Conference team, tweet at us at St. Mary's Rattlers. All one word. Strike two called now to Tyler Meagle, as Ivan Segala waits on deck. Bit of clouds have passed over the sun. Shadows fall on the field. 1-2 now the count.
He really did.
Meagle, of course, with that rip in his last at bat. Solid single.
Did both of them decide to stay? Because I know...
He later advanced to third base on the errant pickoff attempt, as he spoils that off-speed pitch. 1-2 the count.
He told me he was looking at a D2 in Florida, wherever he agrees with. He's going to Florida. Yeah, he has one game.
Did he just, will he be a senior?
He just...
Meagle then eventually brought in by Josh McElroy, who grounded out to second and was able to bring Meagle home. That pitch high and outside, 2-2 the count, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
This was his fourth season.
Here's the pitch. Meagle grounds this one to Gum. Gum with the throw over to first in time to Allen as he is retired. The Rattlers go 1-2-3 this inning. As the score remains 3-0, we're heading to the 7th as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
1, 2, 3.
And welcome back, fans, as we are underway here into the 7th, as now Christian Allen, the first baseman, will lead us off here for the Lions. Sky Severance still on the mound, pitching a great game at first pitch outside. After Allen, we will have Austin Rawls and then Adam Baker. So that pitch lifted into left center field. Muchagimba and Richard giving chase. Richard makes the call and records the out. One away here in the top of the 7th. So now Austin Rawls coming to the plate. First pitch by Severance, strike called.
Batting number 2, Austin Rawls.
Severance blows that pitch by Rawls. 0-2 now the count to the senior catcher. A pitch just out of the zone. 1-2 the count.
They won't let me do the bar. And they said if I do try the bar, that I have
A pitch by Severance, blows it by Rawls again. Strike 3, swinging, as Rawls is the second out of the inning.
Bring up. Next batter, 22, Adam Baker.
Adam Baker, the third baseman, now steps in. Number 22. Severance with the pitch. Strike 1 called. Severance again from the windup. Here's the pitch. Just outside. This count is now 1-1.
It's been an hour and a half, not grand. I usually like it's been 5.
It feels like it's been a while.
It's no far to the Heat games. It's okay. Which guy want to watch the Heat games on?
Here's the pitch from Severance. Catches the outside corner. 1-2 now the count.
Do you have a U? Guess what a U? Put 2 straws in there?
Here's the pitch from Severance. That one lined up the middle. Richard will field it as Adam Baker is on base now for Ryan Grove, the second baseman.
Oh, with me or with me? Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, very nice. You don't text me when I text you. Oh, no. That was funny though. That was how I text you.
At the plate now, the man on, number 11, Ryan Grove.
There you go. See? You're on track. You back and something that's on track. No, she was hitting that's not track.
Here's the pitch. That one popped up by Grove on the first pitch. Ragoza calling for it. He makes the grab. As it's time to stretch, we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. 3-0 here as the Rattlers coming to bat as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
St. Mary's Rattlers.
This is Tony Morano, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. Gordon Miller now playing first base. Yvonne Segala pops up the first pitch. The call being made by Curtis Clark, and the catch made.
Now approaching the plate for the Rattlers, number 3.
Now Josh McElroy, the right fielder, will come on. One away here quickly for the Rattlers. After McElroy, we will see Mario Maldonado. Freeman comes set. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown by McElroy, but he takes strike 1.
Josh has done that. Dude, I'm saying, okay.
0-1 the count here. Here's the pitch. Also catches the outside corner. 0-2 now to Josh McElroy. Freeman comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2 the count. Clouds now settled in over the field. The shadows still remain. That pitch popped up by McElroy. Allen making the call, making the catch. One away here. So that is Gordon Miller now at first base for Christian Allen. And now Mario Maldonado, the second baseman, coming to bat. Once again, we are here at Sullivan Field today, home of the University of the Incarnate Word Cardinals. Thank the university for helping us host this event and letting us use their field. So that pitch fouled off by Maldonado. Our own VJ Keyfield, under renovations this season. Played most of the year over at Wolf Stadium, the home of the San Antonio Missions. 0-1 the count here to Maldonado. So that pitch taken into right field, hooking down the line, and foul. So Maldonado just missed that one. 0-2 the count. Billy Richard waits on deck should Maldonado reach. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2 now the count. Freeman comes set. Here's the pitch. Maldonado almost offered it, but he holds up. 2-2 the count. With 2 away here. Rattlers leading by a score of 3-0 here in the bottom of the 7th of this championship game, looking to make a clean sweep of this tournament. That pitch high, and Maldonado has fought back to make the count full. Freeman looks in, has his sign, comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Maldonado as the Rattlers go in order. Still lead by a score of 3-0. We're heading to the top of the 8th as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Billy Richard. You're watching Rattlers Live.
Top of the order here as we get going in the top of the 8th inning. We will see Curtis Clark, Ben Cosma, and Jordan May for the Lions. Sky Severn's still in there. Here's the pitch. Off speed, strike one as he bends it in there. 0-1 the count. Severn's still looking sharp as that pitch lifted toward right field. McElroy settles under it, makes the catch. One away here quickly for the Rattlers. Ben Cosma, the left fielder, now coming to the plate.
Now batting for the Lions, the left fielder, number 19, Ben Cosma.
As Severns steps on the rubber. Cosma now steps in the box. We're ready to play. Here's the windup and the pitch. Bends it in there again. Strike one called. Severns looks in, has his sign. Here's the pitch. Just inside. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Severns. Strike two called. 1-2 now the count. One away. As the Rattlers look to take the Heartland Conference title for the second year in a row. Here's the pitch. Bounces in, a bit of a waste pitch there for Severns. As the count evens at 2 apiece.
Number 19?
No, 34.
Severns with the pitch. Swung on and miss as Cosma goes down. The second out of the inning. Jordan May, the center fielder, now coming to the plate.
It's Joy now approaching the plate for the Lions.
That will be Severns' 8th strikeout on the game versus 3 walks. Excellent command from Severns today. Jordan May, the center fielder, steps in.
With the bat sleeves or with the...
That pitch taken to third to Segala. The throw over to first in time as Meagle applies the tag. 3 up, 3 down goes the inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Rattlers still leading by a score of 3-0 as you're watching the Heartland Conference Tournament on Rattlers Live.
This is Charlie Migo, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we have the top of the order here, Richard Muchigimba and Kokonos. That first pitch inside to Richard, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch to Richard. That one catches the inside corner, 1-2 now. Sorry, my mistake there, 1-1. That pitch low, 2-1 now the count. Richard 1 for 3 today with the 1 RBI and the double. That pitch catches the inside corner, 2-2 now. The only thing that we haven't seen out of Richard today that we usually always see, he hasn't come around and scored a run. It's the pitcher taking his time here, tucking his shirt in. Here's some whistles from the crowd. As Neil Smith now on to pitch. That pitch appeared to hit Richard. Well, Richard thought it hit him, but the home plate umpire calling him back. 3-2 the count. Neil Smith on the year, a 4.12 ERA, 1-1 the record, and 11 total appearances. Pitched 24 innings and struck out 13 versus walking 11. Richard fouls that one out, 3-2 the count. Left fielder Cosma running down that foul ball. Now throwing it to one of the Rattler reserves down the third base lineup. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and Richard staying alive here versus Neil Smith. Neil Smith, for those of you wondering, appears no relationship to Ben Smith, as Richard has worked himself a leadoff walk. Now Derek Muchigimba, the number 2 hitter, coming to the plate. Scott Slusher, the backup catcher, providing some baseballs to the home plate umpire.
Up next for the St. Mary's Rattlers, number 30, Derek Muchigimba.
Muchigimba 1 for 2 today as he shows bunt, but is able to pull back. 1-0 the count for the Mooch. Kokonos waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Mooch pops the bunt up. A diving effort by Rawls, but he's not able to get it. His count is now 1-1.
Alright, who will win this series? The Jazz or the Knicks? The Jazz. The Knicks, because the Jazz don't have a 40-point score. Like, I could potentially drop 40.
Rawls grabs his mask from Kokonos. Muchigimba settles back in at the plate, the lefty batter. Billy Richard takes his lead from first. Check over to first on Richard. Gordon Miller, the first baseman, gloves it, throws it back to Smith. Here's the pitch to Muchigimba. Bunt being shown as the ball gets away from Rawls, and Richard will motor down to second without a throw. 2-1 the count here now for Muchigimba. We'll see if he still bunts or if he's swinging away, with Richard now in scoring position. Corners still playing in, expecting the bunt. And now Rawls will head out to talk to Smith. Groh will join them, the second baseman. Remember, the winner of this game, if it is the Rattlers, will be the Heartland Conference champion and will earn an automatic bid into the regional tournament. If the Lions somehow come back in the top of the ninth to win this game, we will play another game 45 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Muchigimba shows bunt, gets it down to Rawls. He's going over to third, not in time, as Richard is in there safely. And Muchigimba in there at first, as now runners at the corner for MP Kokonos. A good job by Muchigimba getting the bunt down there, and Richard hustling over to third base, diving in there head first.
Yes.
Kokonos crosses himself, steps into the box. Here's the pitch. Kokonos takes that one into right field. Richard tagging as he will come home and score. Richard makes this game 4-0 off of the power of an RBI sac fly by Kokonos. Good job there by Kokonos, knowing the situation, took the first pitch he saw into deep right field. Now, Brandon Bates, the designated hitter, will head to bat. Muchigimba leading off of first. Here's the pitch. Muchigimba going with the pitch. A hit and run. Muchigimba turning, digging for third. And he will be held up at third as Bates has himself a single, and it will be runners at the corner once again for Regoza.
We should have 4 hits, not 5 hits. Yeah. Oh, we got 4. No, Chad changed one. Chad changed it.
Smith, tough inning here as he will work from the stretch. Esteban Regoza, the shortstop, now stepping in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Regoza. He put a lot into that. 0 for 3 today is Regoza. One of 3 Rattlers without a hit in this ball game. Here's the pitch. As it's in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss again by Regoza. And 1-2 the count. Runners at the corner here. A sacrifice fly would get another runner in. Jonathan Perez, the closer for the Rattlers, is warming in the dugout. Smith steps off as Regoza will step out for a second. Now steps back in. A pitch low, 2-2, and Bates will be in, standing up to second base. It's now 2 runners in scoring position and a 2-2 count for Regoza. Waiting on deck, Tyler Meagle. Infield playing in for the Lions. Here's the pitch by Smith. And the count now has run full. Full count, 1 away, runners on second and third. Rattlers lead 4-0 in this championship ball game. Here's the pitch. Regoza chops it to third. The tag applied to Muchigimba, but the ball squirted out of the glove of Adam Baker, so Muchigimba save at third, and Regoza safe at first. And now the bases full for Tyler Meagle. Meagle in a situational hitting position here. Look to put the ball in the air for the sac fly. As the ball squirts away, Muchigimba dancing around at third base, but he's not moving. 1-0 the count. If the Rattlers do somehow manage to blow this game open, there will be no run rule, as this is the championship game.
Answer my question. Right on the air.
So here's the pitch from Smith. Checks third. Swing and driven deep by Meagle. Hooking foul, as he just missed taking that one out of the park for a grand slam. 1-1 the count now with one away. Looks like that one just got in on Meagle, as didn't hear the correct pop of the bat, but still took it for a ride. That pitch inside. 2-1 the count. Waiting on deck after Meagle will be Ivan Segala. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted high. And foul. So that ball goes off of the storage system. And 2-2. Now the count to Meagle. Smith looks in. A lot of room in right center field if he were to go the opposite way. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Meagle. As he goes down swinging. Not happy with himself there. As now Segala will come to the plate with the bases still full and 2 outs.
Ivan Segala.
Segala now with a chance with the bases full. That pitch. High, ball 1. Rattlers already leading 4-0. And Segala looking to continue his hot streak. That pitch lifted high and out of play, and the count will be 1-1. Segala and Mario Maldonado yesterday, both with triples in the game versus Newman University. Base is full here. Here's the pitch. That pitch taken into right center field, and will a great play by Curtis Clark as he makes the grab to save at least 2 or 3 runs. 4-0 here. We're heading to the 9th. The Rattlers with a chance to be the champions when we come back, as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Jonathan Perez, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we're ready to get underway in the 9th inning. Rattlers looking to close out this tournament, winning their first 3 games and becoming the Heartland Conference champion. On to pitch now for the Rattlers, Jonathan Perez, the Rattlers closer. First pitch from Perez. Strike 1 looking. Perez, a .69 ERA on the year, just sparkling 0-1 on the year. In 22 appearances, he saved 15 games and struck out 27 batters in the process. Perez comes set. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper to Segala. He'll take it on 2 bounces. The throw over to Meagle in time as the pinch hitter Taylor Shady is retired. Number 4, the shortstop, Nick Gum, now coming to the plate. He will be followed by Gordon Miller. Koganos, a quick conference on the mound with Perez. As Gum comes to the plate, 0 for 3 so far on the ball game. Sky Severns finishes out on the day. 8 spectacular innings from Severns. That first pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Severns gave up only 3 hits, issued 3 walks while striking out 8, allowing no runs in the shutout effort. Perez will try to convert it here. Gum steps back in. Perez comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 2 called. This game just over the 2-hour mark now, a very quick moving game. Here's the pitch. High. 1-2 the count. Perez on in the non-save situation. 4-0 the score. Looking to close out this tournament though and guarantee a berth into the regional tournament. Something most people think that they would have anyway. The pitch by Perez fouled off as Gum stays alive. Koganos tosses the ball back to Perez. A new ball back to Perez, that is. 1-2 the count. Perez dangles the arm, looks in, has his sign. Here's the pitch. Swung on, taken into right field. McElroy 2 steps back, now comes in, makes the catch, and the Rattlers 1 out away from becoming Heartland Conference champions. So now, Gordon Miller will take his first at-bat of the ball game.
Gordon Miller.
Gordon Miller, the lefty batter, replaced Christian Allen as a fielder. Now will take his first swings of the game. Perez looks in, has his sign. Here's the pitch. High and outside, ball 1. Perez again looks in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that ball lifted to left field. Muchagemba going back, and he makes the catch. It's the Heartland Conference champions for the 2nd year in a row are the St. Mary's Rattlers. They take this ball game by the score of 4-0. Rattlers win here today on Mother's Day. Final score, 4-0. The Lions, the number 4 seed, 2nd place in this tournament. They scored no runs on 3 hits with 3 errors. The Rattlers score 4 runs, 4 hits, commit 1 error. They are the Heartland Conference champion once again. The winning pitcher, Sky Severns, he went 8 innings strong, did not give up a single run. Haston Freeman, the losing pitcher for the Lions, 7 innings. He gave up 3 hits and 3 runs none of them earned, as the Rattlers, once again the champions. We will have the trophy presentation when we come back. 4-0, the final here today. As the Rattlers win, Heartland Conference champions, moving on to the regional tournament. This is Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
So what do I do to...
So Res Live thought that we'd try to build some more morale in the halls, and well, we thought, why not use the Rowdy Rattlers?
1 more minute! 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 Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
We still have a few kinks to work out, but I like where we're going.
This is Charlie Meagle, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, fans. 4-0 once again, the final score of this game. The Rattlers victorious. They will head on now to the regional tournament. For those of you wondering, Central Missouri won 5-0 today, so we now watch the trophy presentation.
Is here to award the 2012 Heartland Conference Championship plaque. Congratulations to the number 2 ranked team in the nation and the 2012 Heartland Conference champion, your St. Mary's Rattlers!
And there you have it, Coach Charlie Meagle accepting the trophy for the St. Mary's Rattlers, as they are once again the Heartland Conference champions. A big hand for University Arkansas Fort Smith for traveling here and upsetting 2 teams in order to make it to this championship game. The Rattlers, though, the champions of the Heartland Conference once again. 4-0, the final score. Sky Severance remains perfect on the year, now 8-0. Perez came in to finish it out in the 9th inning. Freeman, the losing pitcher after being the winner last night. Rattlers, 4-0, the champions, as this has been a presentation of Rattler Baseball. For Scott Fonger, Chad Peters, Robin Johnson, I'm Joe Rodriguez, signing out. Happy Mother's Day to one and all, as you have watched Heartland Conference Championship game on Rattlers Live.